I think everyone's looking for a magic formula, some kind of hack that's just going to make our lives a little bit easier as founders, and where I think you just cut through the air with a straight line. And so I think for me, having to accept that truth serum from you was definitely was something that I needed to hear. My name is James Fang, and my business is Real Digital, and we are an Amazon agency based in Taipei. A lot of people have these blind spots, especially when you're in a position, where you're a founder, and it's not like your employees are going to come and tell you that. For the most part, I did feel some stagnancy, and so I just knew that to get to the next level, there's definitely some blockages. Certain things are probably there. Things that you're pretty much consciously knowing that subconsciously that's there. That mental pressure, that friction that was just really there that I just never want to go there, has definitely been removed, like pretty much like overnight. I mean, well, over the last couple of weeks of your program. And that is definitely the game changer. Before, I think definitely, uncertain and distracted and fearful. And I think now I'm definitely a lot more, focused and assured, and then execute. Like I'm pretty focused on execution at this point. Definitely books for sure. Books, therapy, reading self-help, psychology, self-awareness, like all that kind of stuff. You fall into the trap of thinking that you're actually getting close to your goal by reading these books, by consuming a lot of, content, watching YouTube videos and whatnot. I think sometimes people like myself, we spend too much time researching and trying to find a different way as opposed to just climbing it, you know? Like that's really essentially what it is. In order to take the next step, I know that there's some stuff in there mindset wise that I needed to get worked on. And so, you came highly recommended by multiple close, business friends of mine. And so then I was like, I really trusted their opinions. And then, I went to your workshop in Bangkok. And then, I think from that point on, I was like, yeah, this is definitely what I needed. Knowing you have a problem or an issue or a blockage versus knowing how to deal with it, I think that's a very different, it's a very different thing. You can go read a lot of books like I have and, study psychology, done all of that. But it's another thing to, have someone sit across from you and be like, hey, dude, like you have some issues here, man. To hear it from somebody that coaches people on mindsets and specifically CEOs, I think with that kind of weight and the amount of money that I paid for the program, like, you put all that together, it really forces that accountability on myself to like get, hey man, get your shit together, dude. This is it. A really good PT can come in and be like, oh, it's not your spine that's the issue, it's actually your core. Everyone's been saying it's your spinal issue. I'm telling you it's not. It's your core. As a matter of fact, let me do this test. Here, is it? Oh, cool, crap. Yeah, it is that. Yeah. Now fix your core, not your spine. So I feel like that's the, your selling point to me that makes your program kind of valuable. Just the overall change and having the balls to actually roll out this program. And through the seasonal focus, the 6 weeks of focusing on it and having, those things now being built. And I think just the mental fortitude to be like, you know what, fuck it. Like, we got to go all in on this. There's no other choice. I felt like I got some community at least, from my buddy Daniel. He also did the program same time, not the same weeks. So just comparing notes, we're actually going to be doing that on a weekly basis. Every Friday, we'll do a little check-in, 5-10 minutes, just to chat up and see how we're doing. Because I feel like that's another thing that we lack as CEOs is that kind of peer accountability. I can also see some people not working out for this program. Like, if you're not in a place where you can open up, or, let's say you're in a place where you don't even know if you need any help. This program is more for people like myself who, hey man, I'm not happy where I'm at. You know, I'm at mid half million mark. I'm not happy with that. I want to get my company over the 1 million. And so I know here's some core issues that I may have. I don't know specifically how to deal with them. I may not even know how to specifically pinpoint them. So what I need is someone that specializes in coaching CEOs. And what I need is someone to come in here and call me out and tell me this and tell me that, and who has a very specific program, that is going to give me that clarity. And so I feel like that's your program and that's your value. The future earning potential that is the kind of impact it'll have on your business, going through the course is definitely going to be exponential from what you're actually paying for the program.